like this. It's so innovative and functional. Sometimes I call it my Swiss Army net of my fishing tackle. But if, like me, you like the shores and wade the streams, drift the tailwaters, kayak the lakes, or just want to make your fishing adventures more safe and sustainable, NETrekk was designed with you in mind. So there's lots of features to share with you. So start with the material. If you want a superior product, you really need to start with the highest quality materials you can find, and that's what we have here. The clear and black nets are made from silicon rubber. The telescopic weighting staff and the locking clips are made from rust-proof anodized 7075 aircraft aluminum, uh, more durable in many cases and flexible than carbon fiber, which is many times the price. And the net frame is made of super robust fiberglass composite and durable ABS fittings for the latch and the hinge and the holders for the fiberglass. The tip is made of super durable tungsten carbide. We have boots that come with each net that are made of solid rubber and have plated interior washers inside to minimize wear on the boot. And we package it all in a nice convenient shoulder bag for you to carry or pack or throw in the car, trunk, whatever. Made out of a nice, polyester. It's not going to get rotted or damaged or soak up a lot of water. And so when you combine all these materials into a feature-rich product design like we have here, you end up with NETrekk, a safe and sustainable fishing net and wading staff. It really does it all. I got tired of carrying lots of different pieces of equipment. And that's what led to this innovation. But you got to start with high quality materials, and when you do that, you have a superior value right from the start. So the nets come in what I think are more photogenic black. It does a nice job when you're shooting your catch and release pictures on the water, or what some like to think of as a spook-proof clear silicone rubber net. So you can get up nice and close to the fish without having them jump the hook right there because they're frightened of the net. And in this mode, this section right here, the net folded down, it really provides excellent protection for your face, your hands, when you're trekking through some of the brush, twigs, branches, etc., along the shore that thrive along the river, looking for that open spot. It wasn't designed to do this, frankly. It just turned out to do this, which is really a nice feature. And I like to think of it as the best net for fish and fishermen. These rubber nets are softer, safer for catch and release. As you know, if you've used a fabric net, they're way easier to get the hook out. You don't have to cut the net to do so. This flat bottom basket design here with an 8 to 11-inch flat diameter surface at the bottom is great for your photos, catch and release, and you don't turn that fish into a banana, when you got them lying on the bottom of the net. And so for those of you who haven't used a rubber net, I'd just say, once you do, you'll never go back to fabric. This is a little slide showing some of the features and overview. You can see the frame, you can see the size here, nice big open basket to grab the fish easy. We've got the locking clip, the telescopic shaft, the grips, the ruler, the feet, the belt clip. So it's really all in one. Let's start with the frame to give you some details. It's pretty simple, as you can see in the diagram here. It's got a nice big thumb latch. You pull it back, you fold down the net, and you have it in the trekking or packing position. And the hinges here are screwed in with a stainless steel rust-proof screws. There's a little attachment, a plastic attachment point right here at the base of the net where you can put a carabiner or a retractor or a leash of some kind. And I've tested this net with 11 plus pounds dead weight in it. Handles it fine. You don't even notice the weight there, frankly. but you're not going to generally put 11-pound fish in this basket anyway. So you're probably going to get yourself a 5-pound fish in there, maybe a 7-pound, certainly anything up to 24, maybe 28 inches, but probably not much bigger than that. For packing and carrying, since I want convenience and I don't want too much stuff in my hands, the belt clip provides an easy attachment point to your D-ring on the back of your vest or anywhere on your vest really, or your pocket or your belt. It's really snug, so you don't need to close it or lock it in place. The nice part is the weight's distributed nicely, so over 50% of the weight is below the grip or belt clip area, and so it hangs naturally. Let gravity do the work, and it's not like those big basketball hoops with a stick on the end where they're top heavy. The grip is really important. You want something in your hand that feels good and secure, and these grips are excellent. They're a little softer than cork, definitely softer than the solid rubber clips, and they're not slippery. So they've got a hand-formed grip area, so your hand naturally falls into place around the, palm. This area is a little smaller, so for people with smaller hands, it's a nice grip. It's designed to be a hiking staff for people that are about 6'2" like me. That's where I started, and you can adjust it with these quick clips to any length, down to 30 inches. So this whole area is 13 inches long, so you have a nice target range to grab onto. And it serves here for your hiking purposes and here for your landing net purposes. So you've got 30 inches from the end here all the way to the tip of the base of the net. So it's really well balanced and easy to handle and lightweight. It only weighs 1.2 pounds. This is what it looks like in each mode. 30 inches, 60 inches, plus the size of the net. That's either 16 or 13 inch to go for each size of the net, the tailwater or the high country. All throughout here are your measurements. To measure your fish, you can take these apart without any fear. They go right back together. So if you caught a fish and want to yank this off and have a picture of them in the net like I did on my cover photo, ready to go, just like this. So those two lower sections have these bright, bold, white numbers. You can see them well past arm's reach. So you can check the water in front of you. If you're not certain, it's a little dark or a little bit of runoff and you're got some brown in the water and you can't really see what's ahead of you, it's really nice to know you can put that probe out there and figure out how deep that hole is that you're about to step into. It makes me wonder really why every wading staff doesn't have measuring inches on it. NETrekk uses inches. I found a lot of trekking poles and other equipment that uses either dots or centimeters, but I still deal in inches. So these the way you compress this net is through these nice bright red, easy to see even in this bad lighting, cam lock clips. So they're really easy to use. You can do it with gloves on, and you can close it quickly. You can adjust the tension. So if it's slipping or if you haven't tightened it enough, uh, it's quite easy to make those adjustments as you're walking or talking. And this is kind of what it looks like, 1, 2, 3, you release the lever, you can adjust the screw if you wish, and then you close the lever and you're on the way. It's simple enough to pack in the bag. You can fit it on an airplane, not like these big basketball hoop nets. You can throw it in the back of your car. You can easily fit it in your trunk. So it's really simple. Put it in the hull of your boat to store, whatever. Kayak, rod holders work fine with this at any length. Included in each NETrekk are 4 rubber tips, these multi-terrain rubber tips to help you get a grip on the surface everything from icy surfaces with that carbide tip to muddy surfaces with the mud basket and or separate round tip boots. Each of those boots have a plated rubber washer inside so you don't punch this tip through the rubber air itself. And I find it interesting that some companies, with big, expensive, beautiful nets, carbon fiber nets, they try to make the best use out of it, which makes sense, and tell you that if you grab the top of the net, you can use the tip of the handle for a waiting staff. It's a 24-inch handle, and so I don't know that that's a great idea, but it's better than nothing. And because you're scratching up that pricey carbon fiber, they want to sell you a separate rubber boot for like $6.99 or whatever they sell it for. Well, we don't do that. We give you all three tips, rubber tips, fourth carbide, and a mud basket with each net. And if you wear them out or lose them, we'll sell you a complete kit, all the replacements for $9.99 on our website. And when you're ready to go, you can compress your net. Tailwater's the large one on the website. High Country's the small one. But I'm getting ready to take a trip to Canada, and ordinarily I wouldn't take a net because you don't want to pay baggage fees for a big old net. But this will fit in the overhead, nice and simple. Put it in the bag, put it in your car, wherever you are, and walk it with a nice shoulder strap to your destination until you're ready to deploy it. And so it's pretty nice compared to those big old basket nets with a stick on it. And those are usually expensive, and then you have to buy if you so choose, a separate waiting staff and a separate measuring tool. And so, why do that when you can have all three in one? You got a net, beautiful net, high quality staff, durable, plus a easy to read ruler in inches. And you can get all of those in one for sometimes less than half of some of the big brands. So it's on sale now. You'll see on the website, NETrekk.com,